Today's plan is to walk out to Drumoak and pitch up the tent for the night. This is the first time in ages that we've been loaded up with a rucksack, so a gentle break-in was required. The Deeside Way is a long distance path running from the side of the Duthie Park Winter Gardens in Aberdeen, named after the influential Director of Parks David Welsh, all the way to Ballater. The route follows the line of the old Deeside Railway and is a total distance of 41 miles. The path is very hard and compact and not very kind on the feet, especially when you're carrying an 18-kilogram rucksack. The Aberdeen to Banchory line was opened in September 1853 and it was later extended to Ballater in 1866. Unfortunately, it fell foul of the beaching cuts in the mid-60s and the line finally closed in July 1966. Something else happened that month and I've been trying to rack my brain, but for the life of me I can't remember what. It is also Route 195 of the National Cycle Network, and I will leave a link in the description below. The path is very flat. Today we've been passed by walkers, runners, rollerbladers, roller skaters, prams, horses and loads of dog walkers. Many of the old platforms can still be seen, as well as some of the old stations, which have been repurposed. Along the way we will pass the following stations: Holborn, Rotherstone, Cults, West Cults, Beeldside, Myrtle, Milltimber and Cooter. We stop before reaching Park Station. Just before Cooter, the path takes a wee bit of a detour across one of the new flyovers of the AWPR, which is the Aberdeen bypass. The walk doesn't follow the exact path of the old railway line, and some sections take you onto local roads. The walk to Drumoak is about 17 kilometres and we arrive there about 6:15. So here's our setup for the night. We walked out from Duthie Park, out the Deeside Way, and we've stopped off at Drumoak. So here's our setup inside the nest of the Luxe Hex Peak. That's Brenna's sleeping bag at the back. There's my sleeping bag here. Got the Cloud Base mat underneath and a metal sheet as well. Plenty of room in the porch. Here's our stuff we carried out. Far too much. Brenna's had her supper. I'm just about to have mine. Right, that's the water on. Made a bit of an arse filling up the cup, but never mind. There's plenty of water. We're right beside the River Dee. So for tonight's supper, I've got, no, she's chasing the dots again. So for tonight's supper, I've got dal and rice with spinach from Firepot Meals. And again, remember to take out the oxygen absorber. Smells fine. Right, well, oh god, it's fair boiling now. So this meal says to fill the boiling water to line 6, but unfortunately the markings are on the outside of the bag, which is a bit of a scutter, but we'll get a bash. It's just a coffee, Brenna. It's just a coffee. Right, apparently that's been 15 minutes. Oh, it's getting chilly tonight, I'll tell you. That's fine in the hands. Oh. I think we'll leave it a bit. Oh, it's a bit watery, Brenna. That's what happens when you put the numbers on the outside of the packet. That's my excuse anyway. That's still hard. So the dal and rice with spinach from Firepot wasn't too bad. I put in a wee bit too much water, so it was a bit soggy, but no, it was really nice. So here's my setup again. Brenna waiting patiently. But we're in this park in the middle of Drumoak. One of the good things, it's got some picnic benches and a bucket. So there's no need to make a mess. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Yeah. What's my girl seeing? What are you seeing? It's getting chilly. Well, it's 9 o'clock. We've been fed and watered, took a rubbish, tidied up. Coffee's still too hot to drink, but I did take a little bottle of wine. Yeah, I'll just drink it with the bottle. Cheers. Oh, it's cold. Wonder why my bag was so heavy, Brenna. Again, it was a wee bit AOTT taking this little chair, but it's so comfy. There was one of my other videos when we went up Glenmark, and it was a great night, but it was just so uncomfy when they had somewhere to sit. And then these little camping chairs come on the market. Obviously they add a wee bit of weight to the bag, but I think it's worth it. So we've got a wee snack to go with our wine. A couple of weeks ago, Carol was in either Lidl's or Aldi, and she found some veggie jerky. She's a vegetarian and I just go along to try and get a quiet life. So she took him some veggie jerky. In fact, she says, "Oh, I've got 2 packets for you." Oh, that's great. Then the next thing, extra tender and soft BBQ jerky, 100% prime beef. So I looked at both packets and I thought, oh great. And I think she'd seen the big sticker saying gluten free and put 2 and 2 together and got half a dozen. So I think it would be fair if we leave the veggie stuff for her, and Brenna and I will wire into the proper stuff. What's this look? Is it good? Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Good for Mum, can't I read the labels, is it? Gentle. Nope, sit down. So for sleeping in the night, I've got a set of thermals, long johns and a long sleeved top. But I'm not sure, I've never tried this sleeping bag before. I bought this bag actually for Carol, because she said she was going to come out with some night. So I'll try it out and see how it is. So here's another bonus of this Hex Peak. All your stuff goes into the porch, so there's nothing left lying outside. Well, it's morning time. I'm not sure if the rating is in that sleeping bag, but it certainly wasn't warm enough for last night. It was freezing. There's a lot of condensation in the inside as well, this thing. So I think I'll get packed up a wee bit and then we'll have some breakfast. I'm not sure if the microphone will pick this up, but it was 2 or 3 deer just run past us 9 minutes ago, and they're standing in that wood at the back there barking like crazy now. So here's one good thing about the Luxe Hex Peak tent. When you're packing up in the morning, you can actually just drop down our nest and you got all the space inside to kind of lay out your stuff, pack your bag, fold up your mats and all that kind of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll pack away some of the bigger stuff into the rucksack and then we'll get our breakfast. It's still only just past 5 o'clock in the morning. So we'll get tidied up a wee bit more and get going. So Brenna's having her breakfast, and for me I've got a rice pudding with cinnamon from Expedition Foods. So again, the water's already on. Oh. Hello. I'm just having my breakfast. Where are you? So these expedition foods say add 220ml of water. Like there's no marking inside or outside. And if I'm right, I think the last time I messed this up. Oh well. The thing about the meth's burner, it's really black. But I read somewhere it says if you add a wee bit of water to your meths, apparently it stops it suiting up. But I haven't tried that yet. I'll just leave that. Oh. Right, it's been 5 odd minutes. We'll get a try. Didn't smell of cinnamon much. Well, that was lovely. I'm just never sure these things are worth the price. I'm going to crack at making some of these myself. I've got foil bags I bought off of Amazon. So I'm going to try some of these kind of dehydrated meals. Even just cooking a pot noodle into it and trying it. Because they're about 5, 6, 7 quid a time, these things. Here's the wine for last night. So I didn't have enough a lot. Went to my bed instead. Alright, that's the breakfast finished. Had my hot chocolate. I'll go and tidy up, pack up the rest of the stuff. Thankfully then I hate to walk back to the Duffy Park because Carol's going to drive out to Drumoak and pick us up, which is a bonus because the state of my feet. So, thanks for watching and we'll catch you again soon. Right, that's us all packed up, leave no trace. Now thankfully, that's about as much as I'm packing this morning because my taxi driver's appeared. So all I've got to do basically is walk to the corner of the park. So, thanks again for watching and we'll catch you again soon.